We're here at Chase Field, home of the Arizona Diamondbacks, and joining me now is their CEO, Derrick Hall. Welcome, Derrick.
Thank you.
Thanks so much for being with us.
Thank you for being here.
Now, you've always been very upfront about your prostate cancer diagnosis as well as your journey. Tell us, first of all, how did you find out you had prostate cancer and what was your treatment?
You know, it was totally by accident. Very lucky that it was diagnosed because I was going for routine checkups with a cardiologist who was running normal tests, and he called me up and said, "Hey, your cholesterol's looking better, your blood pressure's good, you know, medications are working." I said, "Oh, great." About to hang up, he said, "Wait." He said, "Your PSA level's really high." And I said, "Well, I don't know what PSA is. I didn't even know." And he said, "Well, I'm going to refer you to our urologist." And I went in and talked to the urologist, and he explained, and we performed a biopsy, and at that point learned that I did indeed have cancer. So the prostate cancer had spread quite a bit. There was a little bit of a escape, as they call it, marginal escape. And at that point, we decided right away to go with surgery and have the prostate removed. So there's a lot of options. There are, you know, proton beams. There's radiation that you can go through. Different methods. But every time I looked into one of the new treatments, I always heard if it doesn't work, you can't have surgery. When I kept hearing that, I thought, well, why don't I have surgery? If I was that young, at the time 42 years old when I was diagnosed, I thought I'll go ahead and have surgery, and knock on wood, it's been good.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So prostate cancer isn't something that men typically talk about, but you've been very vocal and open about your story. Why is that?
Well, it is so prominent. I don't think most realize, and you know, it's much like women with breast cancer. 1 in 6 men are going to be diagnosed with prostate cancer. 250,000 men each year are diagnosed, and 30,000 men succumb to the disease. So it's very prominent. A lot of men are affected by it. So I just think that we should come forward and let people know as much as possible, drive awareness, educate men, and really drive them to their doctors and have them get checked up and at least get that marker so they can watch it over time and make sure that it doesn't get out of hand.
Absolutely. And speaking of education, you actually created a foundation called ProState.
Yeah.
Talk to us more about that.
Yeah, so it's ProState, and it's a play on words, ProState, Pro-State, the Derrick Hall Pro-State Foundation, and it's really to do just that, to answer questions, to let people know I've been through this. I want to be very upfront, transparent about it. Tell my story, tell my journey, give a lot of the options that men can go through. So I think our foundation and our website is a good place to go and educate.
Generally speaking then, men sometimes tend to ignore certain
Yes.
health issues. So what would your advice and message be to all men regarding their health?
To not be foolish and to go in and be proactive. Because the key to really any disease or any cancer is early detection. If you detect it early enough, it can be treated. It's remarkable how many men will now come to me, because we've been out there sort of pounding our chest for the last 7 or 8 years, that will come to me and say, "Thank you. You know, now I've gone to the doctor and I'm okay, I'm good." Or others that have come to me and said, "Thank you, I have it, and you know, can I talk to you and find out what your advice would be?"
Well, thank you so much, Derrick, for sharing your journey and your story with us, and for everything that you're doing for those who are going through prostate
Thanks,
cancer.
Erica. Appreciate you looking at it too.
If you'd like more information about Derrick's foundation, head over to their website.